The NASCAR Xfinity Series race has officially concluded from Road America, and we see some incredible and awesome racing and an insane finish, and Sam Mayer picking up his first career Xfinity Series victory. What's going on, guys? It's Daniel, and welcome back to our video. I just got done watching NASCAR Xfinity Series race from Road America, the Henry 180. We have quite a bit to talk about from this race. Let's go and talk about it. First, let's talk about that incredible finish that happened. So we had an overtime restart with 2 laps to go, and basically had a lot of speedy dry on the racetrack, as Connor Mosack before had decided to stay on the racetrack and brought a lot of fluid on the racetrack, and they had to red flag it, but they went back racing with 2 to go, and Justin Allgaier was in the lead with Sage Karam right behind and Sam Mayer in the third row, while Parker Kligerman joined up front. Well, Sage Karam, Justin Allgaier, and Sam Mayer all got really strong restarts. They were all able to pass Parker Kligerman. Then we go into about turn 5 or 6. Sage Karam gets a fantastic and incredible run to get around Justin Allgaier. Allgaier hangs on. Then they go to turn 6 or turn 7, and they're both side by side. Sage Karam actually gets the lead for a second. Then they both get wide. And then Sam Mayer, he gets the advantage, and he's able to take the race lead for a second. But then he loses the lead because he goes wide a little bit. Justin Allgaier had dominated the day, ends up spinning out, and Sage Karam, he gets the lead back. Then Sage Karam has a race lead. Sam Mayer tries to make a move on him, but doesn't have enough to get by him. But Sage Karam would make a massive mistake going into the final corners, going to the white flag, and Parker Kligerman, he takes the race lead. Then there's contact between Sam Mayer, a little bit between Sam Mayer and Parker Kligerman, and we see Parker Kligerman go a little bit wide, and Sam Mayer takes the lead. So at this point, Sam Mayer has to be absolutely picture perfect if he's going to go on and hang on and get the victory. But Sam Mayer's able to basically hold on and holds off a hard charging field behind him. You've got drivers like Parker Kligerman trying to close in. He was really close and was getting huge runs on him in the last few corners. I thought he was going to get him in the final few corners, but Parker Kligerman doesn't have anything for him. And coming off the final corner, Sam Mayer picks up his first career NASCAR Xfinity Series victory with the win today at Road America. Talk about an absolute incredible finish, and huge congratulations to Sam Mayer. You know, I've said this for a long time. I think Sam Mayer is an absolute incredible and a great talent. And I know he's struggled in the Xfinity Series the last 2 years, but this is an absolute huge win for Sam Mayer, his home race, and he's been really close to winning at this track. He's been good at this track. He's been really good on road courses as well. He's been faster and faster, especially as of recently. And for him to get it finally, his first career NASCAR Xfinity Series victory, absolutely massive and huge congratulations to him on picking up the victory in this race. Great day for Sam Mayer. I've been waiting for him to get the victory, and he finally gets it done. Massive congratulations to Sam Mayer on getting the victory. So now, let's go ahead and go through the race. Also talk about more of the race as well. So Sam Mayer, he picks up the victory. Parker Kligerman finished second. Amazing day for Parker Kligerman. He had about a 10th place car in the beginning, but he recovered throughout the day and gets I think, his 4th or 5th top 10-5 finish in a row this year. So great run for Parker Kligerman in second place. Great run for him. Austin Hill finished his third. I'm not sure what happened to Austin Hill in the middle of this race. He fell back. I think he came down, but had some damage from what happened with John Nemechek that we'll get into here in just a little bit. But a great comeback for Austin Hill. I think he's going to be the regular season points leader because John Nemechek did fall out of this race. Great day for Austin Hill in third. Sage Karam finishes fourth. I think he is absolutely the driver day. I know people are going to call Sam Mayer driver day, but Sage Karam had an absolute phenomenal and incredible day. He ran top 5, qualified in the top 5 yesterday, and gets a very great finish in 4th place. He had a chance to win his first career race in the biggest divisions. He never had a really awesome chance to win an IndyCar in his career in IndyCar. He's come to NASCAR. He's kind of struggled, but this has been a track he was really good at. He had a chance to win this race last year with Alpha Prime Racing, and he had a chance to win today with Sam Hunt Racing. But this was an amazing run. This is the only time he had scheduled with Sam Hunt Racing. So this is an amazing trial for him. I hope he gets to run more races with Sam Hunt Racing down the road and maybe take over for Connor Mosack, who we'll get into in just a little bit. But amazing day for Sage Karam. Had a chance to win, was up front competing for the victory. Great day for Sage Karam in 4th place. Riley Herbst finishes 5th. Really amazing comeback for Riley Herbst, and I don't think he's going to lose too much points on the cutoff line, considering he finished 5th and Parker got 2nd. But a great day for Riley Herbst, considering what happened earlier. Riley actually got spun out by, I believe, John Hunter Nemechek, and he got a ton of damage, but he really recovered throughout the day and gets a very solid top 5 finish. Great run for him. Josh Berry finishes 6th. Josh Berry caused one of the biggest incidents race we'll talk about now. Josh Berry basically got, I don't know if it was retaliation or something that happened to his car, but I believe that Kaz Grala was right behind him. He got a little bit loose, careened back up, and unfortunately collected Cole Custer, Sammy Smith, and sadly AJ Allmendinger, who all three had a chance to win the race. Really feel bad for Allmendinger, to also kind of feel bad for Cole Custer. Cole Custer was having an amazing day. It was really the biggest threat at the end of the race to Justin Allgaier, but it is what it is for those guys. It's a big mistake for Josh Berry that cost him, all those guys, a good run. He's probably going to be having to apologize to all three drivers. Says he got hit by, I believe it's Kaz Grala, but I don't think he got hit. Speaking of Kaz Grala, he ends up finishing 7th. Great run for Kaz Grala today. He ran top 10 pretty much all day long and had some really good pace and speed. Wasn't as good as teammate throughout the day, but nonetheless, a very solid top 10 finish in 7th place. Josh Blicky finishes a fantastic run for Josh Blicky in 8th. An amazing comeback for him. That 91 team has been pretty solid at points here, but they've also struggled throughout the year. So good run for Josh Blicky in 8th. How about AJ Allmendinger recovering to finish 9th in this race? Very great recovery for AJ Allmendinger. I think it's going to be a little, I know people are going to say that this is a bad move for him to run this race, and I agree. If he didn't win the race today, I think it was going to be a really bonehead move. I know he wants to go and compete and win races, and I know he had a chance to win today, but his car never really had the great pace and speed. It was great at the beginning, led the first few laps, but the car faded. They're having brake issues throughout the day and other issues that his teammates suffered throughout the day, and unfortunately it cost him, because he got involved in the big wreck, it cost him a shot, but he does somehow recover and finish in 9th. Brandon Jones finished his 10th, solid recovery for that team. I think that's his 5th or 6th top 10. I feel like the 19's been getting a little bit faster, but at this point, he's in a must-win situation. Unless the drivers in front of him that are heading the points do have some troubles and issues, but he finishes in 10th. Daniel Hemrick finished 11th. He got wide, I think, near the end of stage 1 or stage 2, but he does cover to finish 11th. Solid run for him. Jed Burton finished 12th, been decent this year. Gets a very solid top 15 finish. Good run for Jed Burton. Ryan Sieg finished 13th. Not a bad run. Parker Reslap finished 14th. Solid run for him. Brendan Poole gets a very solid top 15 finish in 15th place. Good run for Brendan Poole. Anthony Alfredo finishes 16th. Solid run for him. Blaine Purkis finishes 17th. Justin Allgaier finished 18th. Justin Allgaier for sure definitely had the best car in the field, but near the end of the race, there was a bunch of cautions coming out. He had to hold out the field, and I thought he was going to run away with this thing. He easily was in the capper seat before the Connor Mosack crash ended up happening, and unfortunately just made a mistake, got loose, and another race where Justin Allgaier probably should have won. He's been in a really good position to win races this year, but he's made a lot of mistakes and has had a lot of incidents on the racetrack, and it's going to hurt his chance at winning a championship. He does finish 18th, but probably had a car that easily could have won. He definitely had the best car. I think he led like 39 or 40 of like the 49 laps in this race or something along those lines, but unfortunately just made a mistake on the last lap with the incredible finish. A speedy drawing and stuff on the racetrack definitely didn't help that situation, but unfortunately, instead of winning, he finishes 18th. Brad Perez finishes 9th. Good to see Brad Perez back in the Xfinity Series. A great day for him with Alpha Prime Racing in 19th place. And Kyle Weatherman gets a solid top 20 finish in 20th place. Josh Williams finished 21st. Patrick Emerly finished 22nd. Joe Graff Jr. finished 23rd. Sandon Barrett finished 24th. Good to see him back in the Xfinity Series. Dexter Stacey finished 25th. Sheldon Creed finished 26th. He had some issues very similar early in the weekend where I think his right rear had issues on it. So unfortunately, that took him out of contention. He finished 26th and lost a lot of points on the cutoff line. Jeremy Clements finished 27th. Leland Honeyman, 4 laps down, finished in 28th. Connor Mosack finished 29th. Let's talk about him for a second. I don't know if it was him or the team to make the decision to not bring him down pit road, but that was one of the stupidest and dumbest things that I have seen in a very, very long time, because that caused that 30-minute red flag, or however how long the red flag was. That was stupid and completely unnecessary, and race control took way too long to throw him. He should have been black flag before he came down pit road. He was smoking a lot, even in back there with, I think, like turn 7 or 8. So I don't know why the hell they didn't bring him down pit road. It cost some guys a really good chance today and caused all the chaos near the end of the race. Connor Mosack, though, unfortunately finished 29th. Cole Custer finished 30th. Tough break for Cole Custer. He had one of the best cars in this field. Like I mentioned earlier with the Josh Berry situation, Cole Custer had a car that easily could have won this race. I think he really was the only one that had anything for Justin Allgaier throughout the day, but unfortunately got involved in that big incident. Really tough break for Cole Custer. Had a great car. He finished 30th. Sammy Smith, same thing. He had to actually start at the rear of the field because I think they had to go to backup car after crashing and qualifying yesterday, but he was recovering, was potentially going to get a top 5 today, but unfortunately due to what happened with Josh Berry, he finishes 31st. Kyle Seek finished 32nd. Alex Abey finished 33rd. He had a horrendous and terrible crash with 7 laps to go. He's luckily okay. Thank God for that, because he basically got on the ground and laid down, but he's able to get up pretty quickly after that. Thank God Alex Abey's okay. That was an awful and terrible crash ended up happening. He finished in 33rd. John Hunter Nemechek finished 34th. John Hunter had a really rough day. He was really good in the beginning. He was coming up to the field, but unfortunately, he had contact, I think, with Connor Mosack and Sammy Smith on the outside as well. He also got into Riley Herbst, had a lot of damage, was going off course a lot, and then basically he broke the car and went to the garage and brought a caution. I had a lot of fluid on the racetrack. He finished 34th and unlikely will be the regular season points leader. Ryan Ellis finished 35th, got caught up in a situation with John Hunter Nemechek. Brett Moffitt finished 36th. I believe Brett Moffitt had basically some issues that they had brake issues. They had to come down pit road. Chandler Smith finished 37th. He had a very, very bad and scary wreck near the end of stage number 1. Chandler Smith basically had brake rotors basically fail on his car and unfortunately hit the inside wall really, really hard. Thank God he was okay. There's no basic safer barriers there. It was concrete, so he completely destroyed that car. He's able to get out, though. I think it was actually smart what he did, considering it could have been much worse than what ended up happening. He finished 37th, and Catherine Lake finishes last in 38th. She I think, had a driveline issue or no fuel pump or something happened to her car, but she stopped on the racetrack, bringing the first caution out. So now, let's talk about the overall race as a whole, and I'll give you my score of today's race. This race, from start to finish, I thought was really, really good. There was great racing in stage 1. You had the amazing battle early in the race between AJ Allmendinger, Justin Allgaier, and Cole Custer. Then when AJ's car started to fade, he had those two cars, that being Custer and Allgaier, battling for the race lead. And it was an epic and incredible battle to the end of stage 1. Unfortunately, that caution came out actually to the competition caution. Then you had great racing in stage 2 as well, and great racing and an incredible finish. I am going to give today's NASCAR Xfinity Series race from Road America overall a 9.5 out of 10. Like I said, I thought this race is very, very enjoyable. I had a lot of fun. The only reason it's down a little bit is because of some of the stuff that's happening, all the chaos near the end. That probably was a little bit unnecessary, but hey, that chaos did cause an incredible, maybe one of the best finishes, maybe the best finish, I think, of the year so far in the NASCAR Xfinity Series. Up there definitely with the Darlington Xfinity finish between John Hunter Nemechek and Kyle Larson. It was an amazing race in my opinion. I absolutely enjoyed it, and I'm glad to see that today's race went as good as it did. Massive congratulations again, though, to Sam Mayer on getting his first career win. A huge dub for him, and great to see him pick up his first career NASCAR Xfinity Series victory. So, that is going to today's NASCAR Xfinity Series race review from Road America. I want to thank you guys for watching. Please like, subscribe to the channel, notifications on, so you know if I win a video, does go live on my channel. Follow me on Twitter, Facebook, and Instagram, and support me on Patreon as well. Link description over that, and comment your thoughts below on today's race. What are your thoughts on today's race? Let me know below. Let me know your score in the comments below. And congratulate Sam Mayer picking up his first career NASCAR Xfinity Series victory. Let me know your thoughts on the race in the comments below. Later this evening, we're going to have the NASCAR Craftsman Truck Series race view from Richmond. Obviously, it's the cutoff race side who gets into playoffs. That should be really, really exciting. Then tomorrow on the channel, we'll have the NASCAR Cup Series race view from Richmond. And then Monday, there should be a NASCAR news video on the channel. Then Tuesday, there could potentially be a silly season update or something along those lines, but we'll have to wait and see. So anyways, like I said, I want to thank you guys for watching today's episode, and I'll see you guys next time for more great, awesome NASCAR content and other motorsports content on the channel like this. Take care, everybody.